Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we are someplace very new when it comes to my videos. We are here in Zul'Farrak. So you might be thinking to yourself, why are you in Zul'Farrak? What can a paladin do here that is useful? And well, while it's not something that's super useful right of this moment, it will be useful as soon as pre-patch comes out for the Burning Crusade and mages are no longer able to boost in Maraudon. Once the Maraudon boost is dead, the level 40 through 50, 52 boosting meta is going to completely change. And it is going to fall onto Paladins to be able to boost people at those levels. So what you can do as a paladin is come here to Zul'Farrak, and we are going to turn an old school boost into a new school boost. So we did drop aggro. I didn't think the mobs here had like aggro drop points, but I guess they do. That's actually good information to have. So what we are going to be doing is taking this. Mages used to use the Zul'Farrak graveyard as a way to boost before Maraudon got completely figured out the way that it did. So we aren't going to be able to face tank the damage here in Zul'Farrak. The guys here just do too much damage. You don't have enough mitigation. If we had a way to block far more than we do, maybe there's a combination of mitigation and spell power that might be able to do it. But for now, this is the easiest thing that we have at the moment. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a blessing. And we're just waiting for these guys to reset. So this is not the most experience per hour. But as long as you can do this fast enough to where you are hitting lockout, then it should not be that big of a deal. We actually did not want to aggro those guys. I didn't see them around the corner. But we're a paladin, we have bubbles, we have plenty of ways of surviving these guys. I'm not too particularly worried about it. So you can easily, at least from my testing so far, paladins can hit the lockout fairly easily doing this. We got the timer going. So because we are going against undead, we are making use of our Kel'Thuzad trinket. I just want to avoid any chance of any resistances, so we are using Tear over the Rune of the Dawn. Alright, we're going a little bit slower than I would like, but we should still be fine. Now, I have done this a few times, not many, so my technique is definitely not perfect. I want to get better at Consecrate dancing, and we will show off Consecrate dancing once we have everything pulled. There are a lot more mobs when you're pulling these graves, so be very careful, you don't want to die. There we go. We could have bubbled if necessary, but not necessary. Alright, so now we have all the graves pulled. It's about 3.5 minutes, waiting for that reset, and then we should be good to go. So I believe this is around 40 to 50 mobs per pull. And on top of that, you can also pull the scarabs in the other room. If you have good enough gear, you can pull those scarabs over there in the room that we went through. It doesn't seem like these guys are wanting to pull. I'm a little bit worried about the damage because I was a little unlucky. But as long as we make this jump in one go, we should be fine. We shouldn't need to bubble, and we're fine. Alright, we're going over here, and we're jumping across. We're going to heal to full. So what I normally like to do here, we'll equip this. I like to use one bubble, cast, and then we are going to use Holy Wrath. Just to get our cooldowns out of the way early. And then we're going to jump back over, wait for our bubble to end. So now this also groups them up. This gets them in a nice big group. We jump over. We jump back. They run back in. We jump over. And boom, that keeps them in our Consecrate for a very long time. Let them get over a little bit. Here we go. Drop the Consecrate. Jump over. Jump back. Jump over. And there you go. That is Consecration dancing. And we are getting some very, very good damage. As they start coming again, drop the Consecrate. You jump over. Jump back. Jump over. Now, the goal is to get this to between around 8 minutes to 9 minutes maximum. You definitely want to clock in. You want to clock in under the lockout time for sure. I think people would be willing to spend between 8 to 10 gold for this boost. It would not surprise me. We are actually going to let them run kind of far, and then we are going to cast Holy Wrath. And that's going to hit them for big damage. They are almost at the slowing point. Once they're at the point where they run slowly, that's where Consecration dancing really begins to shine. We'll drop another Consecrate. Get them in the Consecrate dance again. Alright, unfortunately some of them slowed down before the others, so we do have them kind of spread out a bit. But it's not the end of the world. Jump over. Jump back. Yep, some of them got to low health first. So they are running a bit slower. Little bit low on mana, which is fine. We'll regen just a little bit so we can drop down a big boy Consecrate. Or, no, they're not quite low enough. I was going to say, if they're low enough... Alright, we'll take a couple hits there. Get a good dance. Jump over. Alright, now they should start dying. Yeah, unfortunately, we did spread them out a little bit. That was a bit unfortunate. Luckily for us, we are going to have bubbles. We could actually use another bubble to group them up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's group them up with a bubble. Alright, there we go. Let's jump back over. That's a bit better job grouping them up. And again, as long as you're coming in under the 9-minute mark, you're making good progress. That's going to be a 45-minute lockout. As I get better with my Consecration dancing, as I get better with my positioning, 8-minute clears is something that can definitely be possible. And if we want to, we can actually throw down a grenade. We'll take a few hits, but not the end of the world. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you're using those crystal charges. Those crystal charges cost a few silver apiece. And they're low, so we're going to be fine. We'll just face tank the damage. And there you go. Sub 9 minutes is not so bad. I think we left 1 or 2 mobs down there, unluckily. But that's still a good clear. That's still going to be over 40 mobs in less than 9 minutes. And like I said, as I get better and better at Consecration dancing, this will get faster and faster and better. Now, if you kill all of the scarabs in the other room, you're looking at around 60 to 70 mobs per run. And you're looking at about 10 minutes per run, so you're still coming out under the lockout time. So if you're charging 10 gold per run, which I think if people are desperate to level their shamans, they will pay, you're looking at 40 gold per lockout, and you're looking at 200 gold per hour. 8 gold might be a little bit more reasonable, but you are still looking at a hefty gold per hour profit that you could be making on your Paladin. So, as always, if you guys have any questions on the gear that I use, the talents that I have, or anything that has to do with Paladin, you can catch me over at Twitch, twitch.tv/the Duke of TVC. I stream every single day, either doing raids, GDKPs, and boosting people for free. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, again, on the specifics of this boost, feel free to come by and ask any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later!